Welcome to our Monday night little team gathering. I'm not sure if you noticed, I haven't really emphasized it, but throughout all of October, kind of hang on to Monday night as being like our little thing. Every month or every Monday this month there's been something, and I plan to continue to do that. So not taking up too much of your time. I know you have your family seated back to you, and maybe some business things you want to build yourself, even though it's fun to hang. I know that there's definitely way more other important things that you can be doing out there. So kind of hang on to Mondays. That's what we're going to be doing from now on. But I'm excited that you're here, and I'm really excited to talk about the launch of Quarter Force tonight. Let's see, a couple of housekeeping things first. Super Saturday is on October 9th, give or take a day. Events, like live events, are really big. They can be game-changing. You don't even know how to explain it unless you actually go. But you're surrounded by people who have the same vision as you, or are on a similar mission, and they're people that live in your area. So this is cool that we all get to see each other tonight, but actually being around people that live in your area and perspective from other teams is also really helpful. So you can find out where your Super Saturday location is by going into the Coach Online office. It's in the FAQ. There's a map that pops up, so you can hopefully know where you live, and you can pick a spot, nearby and check it out and see what it's all about. Let's see. Thing number 2, I'm going to just chat about Success Club this month briefly. Before I do that, I need to give a really huge high five to Kim McNiff, Jacqueline Estrada, Jackie Luzzi, Tiffany DePierce, Kelsey Zeman, Mackenzie Raven, Ashley Mark, Allie Schrader, Becky Burns, Ashley Hobley, and Jasmine Nicole, who all have Success Club points on the board for October. So give yourself a little high five and a little encouragement. I just wanted to give you guys a shout out for working hard already this month. Another housekeeping thing about Success Club, write this down, put it in your head. I would aim to have your goal met, whatever that is. Maybe you've already met it by October 27th, and here's why. If you're looking ahead, October 31st falls on a Monday, and people are going to be out doing Halloween stuff with their kids, or passing out candy. No one's going to be interested in what you have to say on Halloween night. And then same thing too, when weekends are on the end of the month, that's always tough too. People have other things going on. So I would challenge you by October 27th, which is a Thursday, to have your Success Club goal met. Again, just because weekends can be tough for people to get back to you, and no one's going to get back to you on the 31st. So keep those things in mind as you push forward. Okay, so I kind of want to hop into the meat of this call. Before I do that, this is rhetorical. You can answer in the chat box or in your head, raise your hand. You don't have to answer, I don't care. But I just want you to ask yourself if you're legitimately doing a program right now, like a fitness program. Are you doing the workouts in maybe 6 or 7 days out of the week? Are you sharing about that? Are you really being proof that the product works? If not, don't sweat it. Just pick something and start. If you are, high five, good work. That's one of our vital behaviors. But if not, particularly the people who are not, or whose programs will finish by the end of the year, I want you to seriously consider looking into Quarter Force for yourself. We'll talk about looking into it for your business later on in this call, but it could seriously be a good program for you if you haven't given it much thought to really consider that. Again, if you're not committed to one right now, or if your program ends, within probably by the second week of November. Okay, so I'm going to open my screen share. If you guys can just give me a heads up once. Oh man, let's see, where is it? Once you can see, I think this is it. Okay, can you guys just give me a nod or? Okay, perfect. Okay, so maximizing your business during a product launch. That's what we're talking about today. Let's see. Quarter Force is coming out October 31st. The challenge pack is released. November 1st, the base kit will be available to Team Beachbody, and then it will not be available to the general public until December 1st. So that's kind of cool because there is a whole month where nobody's ripped it off the internet. General public doesn't get access to it until December. So you really have an advantage, and I would encourage you to use it. This call is not going to be about what Quarter Force is. There's enough other resources out there where you can look into it. You can check the FAQ or go to Joel and Jericho's page. They're posting about it all the time. Take a peek at the sneak peek that's coming up on October 24th. Definitely mark your calendar for that. So go ahead and do your own research. And maybe if you find a good spot, go ahead and share that in our team page. But our call tonight is not about the program itself, but it's really about how you can maximize your business during this launch. Okay, one of the first things that you can do is write a blog post about what this program is and what it means. Okay, so and I know some of you guys are saying to me, well, Allie, I don't have a blog. That's okay, don't go start one. Like, if that's not on your heart to do right now, don't necessarily do it just because of this, but you have Facebook, so you could make a long Facebook post about this, or some other avenue. So kind of keep that in mind. I'm just gonna say blog for now, but no, it's not the only option. When you write this post, I would encourage you to really just think about what the customer wants to hear. So you can, that's right in front of you. Like, what exactly is it? Who is it for? What does the meal plan look like? How is this? This is a good one. And we want to articulate how it's different from other MMA programs. Is there a modifier? Stuff like that. So those are things that you can include in your post and really just like break it down and bullet point it out. If you need resources to find out about this, go ahead into our big, huge family page. Joel Friedman, one of the trainers, was on a Dynasty United call last month, I think, and he talked about it. So you can hear it right from him. Of course, you can always check the FAQ. And like I said, their pages too. So this information is definitely out there. And for people to hear it directly from you versus sending them on a wild goose chase to kind of find it, you're just going to build that relationship with them. So this doesn't have to be anything long or in depth. It might be a little bit difficult because maybe you haven't even tried it yet because there's only been one preview available to most of us. So yeah, keep that in mind. But having people hear it come from you is really, really, really important. Let's see, what else do we want to make sure that we cover on this page? So go back and listen to the Dynasty United call, check out that FAQ. I have not done this yet, and I have every intention of doing it within the next day or two. I'm sure it will be nothing original. Like I said, all this information is already out there. If you want me to share my post with you or check out my 22-minute hardcore one, absolutely, please do. Like, this is not secret. Anything that's mine is yours. When you do look into, other people's content and stuff, though, just make sure that you're not verbatim copying it, because I wouldn't consider myself a writer by any means, but a lot of people do work hard on that. So anyway, like I said, all this information is out there. You just got to find a way to break it up in a writing style and convey it. Maybe it's your blog, maybe it's your Facebook page, maybe you guys have a newsletter that goes out every month. I don't know, whatever the case is for you. Definitely do this step. The next strategy that I want to encourage you to check out is really utilizing the sneak peek. So there was one on October 3rd, and I know some of you guys already did this one, but the other one is coming out on October 24th. I did hear today, I was listening to one of Joel's videos, that as far as he knows, it's the same one that was on October 3rd, just to kind of give us a second chance to maybe do better at the moves. I don't know. Whether or not that's completely true, I'm not totally sure, but that is what he understood. So a couple ways that you can maximize this. So record yourself. It's awkward. It's super weird. Even if you never show it to anybody, it gets you to watch it and like look at things you can improve on for yourself. But if you are using it for your business, it is good to show that like you're human too, and that you have some work to do, but that it was fun and you were sweaty and all that kind of good stuff. So you can edit this later, you guys. You don't have to show them like the entire thing. You can speed it up. Maybe you want to put it on rewind or something. Maybe it's just a 10-second clip. Whatever, you can get creative with this. This is just something, people really, really relate well on video. So I would encourage you to not skip this step at all. And you can find multiple platforms to share this. Again, whatever is your jam. I have already shared one on my Facebook. I plan on doing that again. It's also on YouTube. When I do write that blog post, that video will be embedded in the blog post. I don't know, bits and pieces on Snapchat, whatever. You guys can get creative where, maybe your Instagram vibe is that you're always doing videos, so this would fit right in. So find what works for you, but definitely get this video out there to maximize your business. Or record it anyway, watch it for yourself so that you can see what you want to improve on. Let's see, moving on. A third strategy, so this one has two parts. is something that I don't think we always utilize very well, and I'm looking in the mirror and speaking to myself 100% here. But this is to open up an event page. And you guys, this is something you do before the launch, okay? So basically it's a place for you to kind of have a holding block and hype up Core de Force until it launches. First of all, do not think that you have to do this by yourself. You can team up with other people. I would say if you're a diamond coach or building a diamond team, you know your team is growing in that direction, I would definitely take the lead and offer that to your team. If not, then look to your upline, see if they're hosting a team page that maybe you want to be a part of. I would consider opening one with your success partner. So then you guys can both add to it and you can both, talk and put stuff in it. And like I said, this is really just like a holding block so that you can get people pumped up for it. So a couple of ideas that you could do, you could go live. You can, now you have that blog post already or the Facebook post that you can copy and paste. You have that video, so you can share bits and pieces from that. You can do a countdown every single morning. Just provide general information. Like the whole point of this is just to build excitement and so that it's always on people's radar. The one thing that I would caution you to do here is to not mass invite people without somehow having a connection and reaching out there. I know sometimes like network marketing in general gets a bad rap for that, and I would hate to have for us to have that reputation too. So just be careful that you're not, pressing the invite button on every single one of your friends, but genuinely people that you planned on reaching out to, and let them know that this is like an informative group. So this is not like signing away. They don't have to purchase it once it comes out, but it's just something new and you think that they might thrive at, and you want to let them know more about it. And this event, like I said, will stay open, or this is all stuff you do before the launch. Moving on, once the program has launched, so again, that's going to be on October 31st for the challenge pack, November 1st for the base kit. Share that you ordered. You can do that however you like. Maybe you go live while you're ordering. Maybe you screenshot the receipt. I don't know, whatever. But share that you ordered, okay? Go ahead and go live once your package arrives and do the unboxing, okay? So then people hop on and see that. You can give a review of your first workout. So basically you're showing other people that you're doing this. And then after, a day or two of that, give a step-by-step of how to order. Maybe another post about posting below once you order so that you can go in and double check everything processed correctly. Those kinds of things. So my experience and what I've learned from other people is that the very first day of the launch doesn't really go super well. Like it's not like everybody is going to order just because you made this group and you put a lot of work into it, especially because it's Halloween. We already talked about that. But it's just, I have found, and like I've learned from other coaches, that the meat of it is really when you make yourself the guinea pig. And a week after, you're still posting in this group or this event, and people are starting to trickle in. And then people see others are posting that, hey, I ordered this. And then so they think about it too. So it's really, truly after you've gone first and set that example and share with what's coming to you, that other people are going to really jump in. So I have not created my event yet. Again, it's on my on my to-do list. When I do this, I will absolutely share like my visuals, my calendars, any of my images. Plan on having a couple posts and stuff that I will if you want it, I will absolutely share that with you. Like I said, it's no secret. All this information is already out there. These aren't like my fresh ideas. It's just going to be done, in a way that I would do them, or you can do them in a way that you are doing them. The last thing that I really want to say, and stop screen sharing for a second, is that I would encourage you to, for your business sake and your personal sake too, to give those. Oh, I skipped one slide, but I'm gonna go on my tangent first. To give those new launches a chance, okay? So maybe it's something that you have no desire whatsoever to do. That's fine. And if you're like really, into your program right now and whatever, that's great. Keep sharing that too. But I can tell you with absolute certainty that when you do programs yourself that are like on sale that month, and go ahead and chat in the box too if this is something that you can relate to. Like if you're currently doing a program and sharing a program that's on sale that month, like other people are attracted to that, and then you throw that out there. And a lot of times it might not be your cup of tea, but it's only 30 days, okay? This quarter force is only 30 days. So it's like the month of November or the month of December, and then maybe you never have to do it again. But, you know, to really put yourself out there for your business to try something different. Who knows? Maybe your body will end up loving it, and then you're going to go join like an MMA gym and start competing in jiu-jitsu tournaments. Like, who knows? So I would just encourage you to give it a shot, especially if it's something, especially like I said at the beginning, if you're not committed to a program right now, or if your program ends, you know, roughly about the end of the month. Last thing, let me go back to screen sharing. And I totally forgot this slide, probably because it's embarrassing. Oh, look at that. I didn't even put it up there. Okay, one sec. Let me find it where I saved it. Hang on. Sorry for the technical glitch. Okay. Where'd you guys go? Screen share. I only have like 800 windows open, so that definitely makes it easier. Okay, can you guys see this? I can't see you either. Hang on. All right, what do you see right now? I actually can't see any of you. I think I'll just disappear. Hold on. Let's try this one more time. Okay. Can you guys see that now? Actually, if someone could chat in the box, because I can't see any of you guys. No. Okay, now I can see you. Just give me a nod if you can see it. Okay, cool. Thanks for being so patient with me. Okay, so here's my personal experience with launches. So I didn't look this up, but this is just for memory, the programs that have launched since I was a coach. And so let me share my experience with them. P90, maybe you've never even heard of. It's basic. It's a great program. It's like the on-ramp for fitness. It's for people who haven't worked out in like 2 decades. That launched like 2 months after I was a coach. And my way of sharing that to everybody was taking a stockpile photo from Beachbody and doing a countdown on my personal page. There's people I didn't know, like, okay, it's like maybe a step above not doing anything at all, but like not really what I would recommend. And I think I sold 1 and to my friend's mom or something like that. So that one I would not count as a success. Insanity Max 30 and 21 Day Fix Extreme launched in January and February, and I let my own head get in the way. I was pregnant at the time, and I was like, I'm not doing anything extreme, which I wasn't going to. I was pregnant, but in my head, then I was like, well, just because I'm not, I don't know. I thought maybe nobody I knew would want to. I don't know. It was silly. I didn't talk about it at all. Maybe 1 or 2 posts. So you can imagine. I think I've sold like to date not very many of those too, because it's just something nobody knew about because I didn't share. Okay. XX, those didn't go well either. Size came out last summit. I was like, okay, I like Shaun T, he's cool. Dance is fine, but I was like, I like to work out when I work out. I don't dance, you know, so I was like, I'm not doing that one either. And you can imagine, I think I've, again, sold, like, or I shouldn't say sold, but really connected people with size maybe twice ever since then. And I've done size, not the program, but like a couple of the workouts, and I've had fun every time I did it. It's just that I didn't give it a chance. Okay, we'll skip 22-minute hardcore for 1 second, but Country Heat just came out again this past summit, I think. Same mentality. I was like, oh, that's too easy for me. Like, I want to like get in there and like work. I don't want to dance. Okay, and as you can imagine, I think I've connected maybe 1 or 2 people with Country Heat ever. Okay, so like if you can see the trend, there's a reason that those launches didn't go well for me, and I hope that you guys don't duplicate my failure, I guess you could say. However, 22-minute hardcore, this is a funny story. I wanted nothing to do with this program. I'm going to stop screen share so you guys can see me now. I wanted nothing to do with this program. I thought the branding was lame. For those of you that don't know, my husband is in the armed forces and like an intense group, an elite group, and I thought that like the 22-minute thing was super lame because I was like, I know he worked way harder than that, like I was indirectly there. So I thought the branding was dumb, I thought 22 minutes was stupid, and what else? I had never worked with 21 before, so I just had like this whole negative vibe with that program. But an event, going full circle, going back to like get yourself to events, when I was on the cruise this March, everybody was talking about it. It's the only thing people were talking about. And I was like, okay, maybe I should give this a shot. Maybe I'll give it a try. If nothing else, use it for my business. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean other people won't like it. So I did. I wrote the blog. They didn't do sneak peeks that I recall, or if they did, I didn't do them. And I posted about it on my personal page. And I don't know, I think I like hung an American flag and took a picture of myself in front of it. You know, like it kind of like hypes it up like that. And that was like, I to this day, I think sell more 22-minute hardcore connects people with that program than anything else. I did it and I loved it. So then I was like, you know, like, oh, I think God is funny in that way that he's all like, oh, you don't like it. And then anyway, I love his irony sometimes. And anyway, I love 22-minute hardcore now. And it was the best business launch that I've ever had. And it was because I did those things. So that is a couple of things that you can keep in mind. Follow my one example, not the other 5 or 6 that I was awful at. And hopefully that you can, you know, use some of these tactics that I just went over that will work well for you too. Let's open it up for questions. If you guys have questions about launches, just go ahead and unmute yourself. Wait, I see one here. How much energized did you have before this call? Who said that? Who's on iPhone? I don't even know who that is. Oh, Alyssa. Actually, I'm wearing my what is this? Performance Line shirt. This is my favorite workout shirt. Every time it's clean, I always wear it right away. None. I just am really excited about this. I think it's because I've blown it so much that I'm like, wait, can I actually do this? Like this is I don't know. It's like you can really use this to your advantage. So I had none except for this morning before I worked out. You're funny, Alyssa. What other questions do you guys have about the launch? I know we threw a lot at you, or the program in particular. Well, let me ask you this. Did anybody do the workout on October 3rd? What'd you think? Oh yeah, I see a couple of you guys.
I loved it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm probably going to do it again on the 24th, even though it's the same workout.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, just for business purposes, getting it back out there, but it was so much fun. And I mean, I never did, kind of relating to what you just said, I never talked up country heat or size because I was like, I don't dance. It's not my thing. Yeah. I mean, kickboxing and martial arts, I feel like for women especially, it's something that everybody always likes the idea of and says they want to do, but never or might not actually do it. That's like describing myself. Like I've always wanted to do kickboxing, but I've always been like too intimidated to go into a class in front of other people and do it and fail. So I think this is going to reach a lot of people. Yeah. I think a lot of people are going to be excited over it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think you should like post and share about that. Like kind of like the 3-week retreat approach. Just be like, I've always been curious. I've never done it. I know nothing about it. I'm super uncoordinated. Maybe you're really coordinated, but you can pretend you're not. Okay, so I'm super uncoordinated. You know, I've walked past the gym before and thought those girls look like really super whatever, insert adjective. And then you're like, but now I get to do it in my own home. So there's a post for you right there. Good job.
Well, gee, thanks. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, you should. You really should. Let's see. How do you keep other people who you know will not be excited about the program engaged during your launch, post blogs, etc.? Will you lose them? That's a really good question. Okay, so I think you should still be posting on your personal page periodically, but I think the part where you like really hammer home like the daily stuff can be in a separate event. So like the people that like your yogis or whoever that you just know this isn't going to be for, they're not necessarily going to see you posting all that stuff all the time because it's going to be in that private event. Does that answer your question a little bit? Let's see. And then the other thing too, I'm so glad you said this. Thank you so much, Ashley. Or was that Ashley? Yeah, thank you, Ashley. Okay, so the other thing too, that when you're posting about this, like you can't saturate your feed with this. So that means you're going to have to up everything else. You're going to have to up the recipe. Oh, I don't want to get away from fitness. You're going to have to up your walks with your dog. You're going to have to up the beautiful pictures of the fall colors in New England over there. You're going to have to up like all that kind of stuff. And so you're not just only plugging quarter force. So whatever the other things that you typically post about, I don't know, even if it means like going out on, I don't know, some extra adventure just so you can share about it. I've so done that before. Let's see, Jackie, I think it's like posting about Beachbody in general. You sprinkle. Oh, so look at that. She already answered my question. Thanks, Jackie. Let's see. Do you guys, like, I don't really know. We have a couple minutes left yet. I'm trying to think. anything else? Oh, I know something else I was going to say. Okay. So obviously I shared with you my failures of all of those things, those programs that I've never done, and their launches. This whole thing that I've learned is from watching other top coaches, like just Melanie Mitchell, for example. She does every single new program that comes out. Like if you follow, like her like page is the first thing she posts about every single morning is her workout. So like you always know what she's doing. But she's done every single new program that comes up. And I guarantee you, like the regular person isn't gonna like Country Heat and Quarter Force. Like they're just so different and they serve different purposes. But again, like modeling yourself after a top coach. For those of you that don't know her, she's been the #1 coach in the network for the last 2 years. So obviously she's doing something right. So, you know, like duplicating that and not reinventing the wheel is kind of, you know, where that concept comes from is just to try it. Yeah. Let's see. You guys have anything else that you want to, I don't know, questions about the program at all or where to find those resources so you can talk about it? Okay, if not, go ahead and like go back to the team page if you do have anything. Like I said, I would encourage you to maybe pair up with people. If the event, okay, don't think you have to do every single one of those things I listed. I probably would, or I probably am going to, but like I don't feel like you have to. You have to do what's you, and I'm just sharing, you know, what works with me because a lot of times you can also duplicate that. But if you want to do the event, but you're like, man, I'm only gonna get like, I don't want my one person to be the only person in there. Just team up with somebody. And like I said too, like I definitely plan on doing the same. I will open my group up to anybody. I mean, if you're closer with another coach, like please go ahead and, you know, like be connected with them and whatnot. You're more than welcome to be in my event page. The only requirement that I'm going to have is that you actually plan on opening it to be in the page. So that's going to be it. Let's see what else is going on in the chat box. All right, yeah, teaming up, cool. The sneak peek is in a week. Oh yeah, I plan on opening this tonight. Oh, one more thing too. Definitely, I know I talked about Success Club a couple times, but focus on Success Club the next couple of days so that, and like meeting your goal in the next couple of days so that you can kind of focus the rest of the month on this launch. Because like I said too, a lot of other times you can rely on Success Club coming in on the day of the launch because everybody's been waiting for it. But with Halloween and this business being so like family heavy, probably not gonna happen this month. So, all right. Did I miss anything? Oh, okay, did I answer that? You good? Okay, cool. Okay, well, if you have any other questions, go ahead and post it in the team page. I'm going to put the recording up, so if you want to pass this on to other people, by all means, please do so. And have a good night. Go back and get to your families or whatever else you were doing. Thanks for showing up, guys. Bye.